Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Colon and I'm the DE coordinator for Columbia College. And normally I would be meeting with you in the Instructional Technology Center, now located in Juniper 102. But because I'm snowed in Reno, I'm actually pre-recording this presentation session on ePortfolios. So we're going to learn a lot together, but I do want to assure you that if you need some help, you can always make an appointment with me and I can help you further learn more about ePortfolios and then use some of the tools that I'm going to introduce to you today. All right, well, I just wanted to say hello and we'll get started. Thank you. Okay, so let's start off talking a little bit about an ePortfolio. I am most positive you have gotten quite a few directions and rubrics and criteria on what you need in your ePortfolio. I do want to show something to you that is something that is built in as an ePortfolio into our Canvas accounts. So I'm going to take you through this, but this, I have to tell you, is probably the least impressive tool for ePortfolios. But if you go to your account, you'll notice that you have an ePortfolio link. And I've actually created a sample. But more importantly, I just want to go over some of the things about your ePortfolio. So you probably know that your ePortfolio is going to showcase and just exemplify all your work that you've done. It's going to showcase it to an employer, to your instructors, to a potential college that you might be applying for. You just want the world to know how much work you've done, who you are, what your goals are, and really the artifacts. And when I say artifacts, I mean your evidence of the work that you've done. So in this particular ePortfolio, I have the home page, I have an employment page, a little bit about me and my employment, and this is a cover letter and also a resume. That would be very important to have in an ePortfolio. And then I have kind of modeled this for one of the instructors about child development actually. So I have some of the things that I've done as far as health. Well, not really. I'm really not in the child development program, but I did want to just use some examples. And then community service that I might have done if I was in the child development program, and some artifacts, meaning some of the documentation, some of the awards that I've earned, and then some reflections. So that could be really an outline for you as you're building your ePortfolio. So let me tell you a little bit about this tool that I don't like. It's very easy to get going. In fact, I'll show you a little bit more about it, and then we'll move on. You can actually get started with the wizard. It takes you through everything that you need to start your portfolio sections, adding your welcome, adding your home page, organizing and managing your page, and then also here are your different areas. So it is very easy. The thing that we don't like about this particular tool is that, yes, this is my ePortfolio and it has a very unique identifying number here, but only available while I'm using Canvas. So even though I can actually export everything I've done in this ePortfolio, it does not give me an opportunity after I leave Columbia or after I leave using Canvas to be able to share it with the world. The reason I'm showing you is that it might be a good way for you to get started just playing around with some of your template and some of the areas, again, similar to an outline. But I don't want you to think too much about this unless this is something that you're willing to do, and then at the end, export just as a folder with all the separate pieces. Okay, so that is built into Canvas and we've explored it a little bit, but I am not really sold 100% on it. Okay, so we're going to move along and we're going to go to Google Sites. Now, I have a Google account. Most of you probably do. And if you have a Gmail account, you have a Google account. And if you use this little Google Apps icon, you will be able to locate sites. Sites is what I'm looking at right now, and you can actually create an ePortfolio. It's basically like a website. Now, here's something interesting to make note of. If you created one in the past and it's a classic site, you want to move over to new sites. They are going to retire the classic sites. But probably most of you haven't used this tool before, so you would just click on this icon for sites, and then you would click on the plus sign to create a new site, and then you'll be okay. If you need some help importing your classic site to the new site, let me know. I think I can help. Notice at the top right, you have insert, and you would be able to have layouts. You would be able to bring in your images. Anything that you actually upload in your drive or create in your drive, you'll be able to add to this site, making your ePortfolio. And then we also have pages. You'll be able to add different pages. You have your home page right here with your title page. You'd be able to add new page with links. And then, of course, you can change the theme. There's probably a little bit more customization that can happen. If you needed some help with a template, you can actually import in images, and then you can actually change some of these different themes that will change from page to page. So they kind of keep a theme throughout the whole sites. Then when you're ready and you have everything that you need, you would come up here and you would publish. And this link you can distribute any way you want. It would simply be a URL that you copy and then paste into an email, provide to your instructor, and send out however you'd like to distribute it. So this is a nice option for an ePortfolio, and I'm going to move on and show you a couple more that you might be interested in. But this is free. I try to always show some free ways to get an ePortfolio started. Okay, so here we are at the Adobe Portfolio. So for some of you who might be taking multimedia classes, I did want to show you this. If you have the Creative Cloud, you can get started for free with this Adobe Portfolio. And you know, anything that has to do with Adobe is really going to be very beautiful. So I did just want to show you a few things about this. They're very good about giving you prompts and different guides to get started. So here would be the gallery of work, and then it can help you with the splash page. I have worked with Adobe Spark, which creates beautiful videos and slideshows, and I would be willing to help you set up a slideshow, and then if you were going to want to use that in another ePortfolio tool, whether it was this Adobe Portfolio tool or something else, I'll be happy to help you. That tool I was talking about, Adobe Spark, you can transform your ideas into visual stories, and this could be part of your ePortfolio whether or not you use the Adobe Portfolio tool or not. But I do like to share this because there are some students that are signed up for the Creative Suite because they might be taking some multimedia classes. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so I saved the best for last, and the reason I tell you this is because this is actually a free site. And most of the students that I've worked with over the years just love Weebly. It's very easy, and it's just something you can take forever. If you want to purchase some other features, and you are welcome to do that with the pricing. And let's see, there we go, there's the pricing. So it's free for the basic use. And of course, I always recommend everyone start out with the basic use because you may or may not like it, and you may like it, but you may not like it enough to pay for $12 a month. But this is a wonderful tool to be able to use, and it gives you a lot of different guides. So you sign up by your name, your email, and your password, and then you sign up. And there's just wonderful templates to be able to use. And I think your instructor probably has some examples that she has used over the years and that some of our students have been able to create using Weebly. So I really highly recommend you checking out this tool. If you scroll down the site, you will be able to see some examples that might be hosted and showcased on the site. So when you're using Weebly, one thing you have to think about is you're really creating a website. But that's okay, because the beauty of this is whether you have files from Google or you have a slideshow that you made, maybe you actually used Adobe Spark, or maybe you have some certificates you have to scan in. Whatever it is, you will be able to use that and import into Weebly. And again, if you need some help, please by all means let me know. I will be glad to help you assemble some of these items. I just ask that most of the things that you have, that you would have them either scanned in or you would have them in electronic or digital form already. In the ITC, we currently do not have a scanner that works. We used to have one in the old one, but we haven't. The one that we have is not set up yet, and we're still in transition, figuring out what we can bring in there and what we have to leave. So we don't have one currently in the ITC, but if you do need some things scanned, please let me know ahead of time and I can see what I can do. I might be able to dig one up from another classroom, maybe the multimedia classroom. Anyway, thanks a lot. I appreciate all the things that you're trying to do with your portfolios. It's very exciting. And last but not least, I do have one more site I do want to bring your attention to, and this is Wix. Now, I personally haven't seen this being used for a ePortfolio, but I know I have heard that some students are starting to use it because, again, like Weebly, it is free and it has a lot of different templates. You have your own domain. That means you can take whatever you do and you can send it because you'll have your own URL, your unique website. Okay, so again, we have some exciting things that we can share with you. I can help you in so many different ways, and I am going to provide some information. So if you need to contact me, it'll be easy for you to get a hold of me and sit down with me and we can talk. All right, I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for your attention. I really wish I could have been with you in person, but I hope this has helped. Thank you. Okay, so here's my contact information. Give me a call or email me and let's make an appointment. All right, thanks again.